Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are looking at the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Deluxe Theatrical Edition, the Dark Knight Trilogy Joker. It's purple this time. Hey, okay, you know what, Todd? You have your fun. I don't mind the purple on the Joker package. We'll see it on a Batman package at some point as a Jokerized version, so that's okay. But here's the thing. These are repaints that have more stuff in the box, and they're charging $35 for the figures. I know to most people that's just like, it's a McFarlane figure, that's absurd. They weren't good the first time. Adding paint and accessories doesn't warrant the incredible price hike. I agree. But are they good for what they're supposed to be for the people who want to collect them? That's my job to answer. I can't just say everything that's overpriced and generally not good is just not worth owning. Because some people want to own them anyway, so I have to be useful to them. So I'm going to review this as fairly as I can. I did review the original version. It was okay in some ways and not generally very good. And this figure is a repaint, so we'll see how it turns out. Let's go ahead and get him off the stand and take a closer look. Alright, before we look at the figure, I do want to show you my package. I had a hard time opening this one. I couldn't get these damn things out back there. It got torn up. Let's do a quick question of the day. How do you guys feel? What is your desired packaging style? Do you like figures that are held in with the little like plastic straps? Do you like the ones that are held in with the twisties from like a long time ago that they barely use anymore? Do you like the figures that are just laid in there and then have the top piece of plastic holding them in place? How do you prefer your figure to be packaged? And please do answer honestly so that I can, and seriously, like don't make jokes and things. I mean, you can, but I want the information. It would actually be useful to me, so please answer that. I personally prefer probably the two pieces of plastic where the figure's not being tied down or pinched by the clamshell or the blister. Let me know what you guys think. Okay, so yeah, here's the packaging. It's Todd packaging, pretty standard other than the normal chrome is purple. And then there's a photo there that makes the figure look terrible. Okay, let's get that aside. So here he is. Like I said, same figure as before, but repainted and some extra stuff. He stands 18.5. That's going to make him roughly 7.25. Here he is up against Darwin. Clearly a different scale, but I have to get Darwin in the video. Alright, so the first time they did this, disproportionate, not movie accurate at all, but like alright-ish, sorta, kind of, in some ways. This figure is better in a lot of ways, so I can definitely see people wanting to collect these. I'm going to say right here, they're overpriced, and I'm going to point out all the good and bad, and you guys can decide if you want to pay the overprice, because it's still only $35, which I'm not saying as in, like, that's a good thing. I'm just saying it's not like it's $100 like some of the crap they've tried to pull with that Joker TV show set or whatever. It was like so much. It's a reasonable amount of overpriced. If you want to get it, you could easily get there, is what I'm saying. Alright, let's talk about the aesthetic on this guy. Still very tall and peanut-headed. But if you're going to pose him at all, you probably won't notice, and it does have a decent amount of paint and stuff going on, so if you're not going to look close at the figure, it's fine, except for one glaring issue, which is his vest is glossy, almost lime green, which is freaking weird. That's so bad. If you wanted to repaint this, which since it's all just one color anyway, you could easily just throw a different color on there or a wash to tone that down. It would make the figure look a whole lot better, but that looks like real butts. But having this be its own color, painting the inside of the jacket, and then doing a good job on the head generally, like, it's not great, but it's definitely fine. It is definitely passable. Looks generally okay. And I don't know if I mentioned this the first time, but in order to get the stripes on the pants, it's actually sculpted. It's not painted, but it's very, very barely sculpted, so it's essentially the same thing as painting stripes. That's pretty clever. Good way to save money there. Looks decent. So yeah, it could look a whole lot better, but it could look a whole lot worse too. I think if you're okay with the McFarlane movie figures, yes, if you wanted to get this, it looks pretty darn good other than this. Even if you just threw a flat finish on there, that would help a whole bunch. Yeah, he looks decent. So aesthetically, I'll go 8 out of 10. It looks pretty nice, but there's some real goof going on there. Now, as far as accessories go, it's not bad. I thought I was going to hate these things way more, and I got them basically just to have some fun reviewing some turds, but I was surprised by Bane, at least in some ways, at how much I enjoyed it, which is way unexpected. Okay, so different hands. These are nice, especially the one with the playing card. That's a cool accessory. And then we got some guns and stuff. Well, it's all guns and a knife, I guess. You get the RPG, which is flexible, crappy plastic, but if you warm that up and get it sitting straight, that'd be okay. You get the couple of other guns. One looks like a Glock with an extended mag. Do Glocks ever have the silver slide? Like, unless it's custom? I don't think so. That's weird. I don't know what this thing is. It looks like a World War II gun. Is that what that is? I don't know. Anyway, then we get the switchblade, which is all right. Yeah, that's a decent spread of... Oh, I'm sorry. We have more. We had the garbage display stand, fine. And then we get the card holder, which I have to point this out every time. I did it in Bane's, but I have to do it again. Fine, Todd. You want to include the Deluxe Theatrical Edition cards. Plan for it. There's no N on there. Because it's in the holder. What's the point of the holder? Oh, I'm sorry. You can just do this. You can get it in there and just barely seat it so that you can... It looks like they didn't do it right. Like, there's no way to make it look good. That's better, obviously, with the end. But if you put it all the way in like you're supposed to actually have it hold it securely, there's no end. That's nuts. And then we have the super premium card stock for the movie poster, which has this one on the front or back and this one on the reverse side, which that's fine. Again, it's like I said for Bane, these are decent enough ideas, except they need to go with figures that warrant it. This looks ridiculous by this. This one not so much because you can't really see it too much. But I don't think... Yeah, I don't think you have hands. You don't have hands to do this effectively. You can't do this pose, so you wouldn't want to do that necessarily. But even if you wanted to do this, it makes the figure look ridiculous. So it's just a bad idea. This kind of thing you can throw with a Hot Toys figure, and it would be good enough. But it's just a goofy thing for these. Regardless of the card stock and the display stand, I think the accessories are adequate. So I will go 7 out of 10. I go 8 out of 10 for accessories. 3 guns, a knife, and a bunch of hands. I think that's fine. I think it's reasonable enough. These are far better than the previous Deluxe Theatrical Edition figures that they've done. All right, let's get into the articulation. Can his head move around while the hair gets in the way? But otherwise, yes. So you can't have him looking up very far. But you could probably pop that off and trim some that you're not going to see too much. So his head will work. It's a double bald peg, and it does work nicely in some poses. So there's that. The shoulder... It does have the play like that, and then you can get it up to just about horizontal. Full rotation, of course, bicep swivel. Double jointed elbow is there. It's not actually an ugly one. They did a decent job sculpting this elbow. It's not ridiculous, so that's nice. The wrists have ball hinges in there, but the coat is going to be in the way a little bit. Now for the torso, I don't know. I don't remember what's going on in here. Oh, it actually, well, it doesn't stay. It can move around. It's a lot of squishy stuff going on, but can it actually hold a pose? No, it doesn't really want to move too much. It moves a little bit. Of course, it can rotate. So yeah, you're going to be limited there. Obviously, it's Joker, so it's probably fine. But, yeah, I didn't really notice this. Did they give him the most giant package ever? There's just like, it looks like he's wearing a loaded diaper. What is going on in that crotch area? Alright, so, yeah, you get good range out to the side. A little bit loose, but not terrible. Going forward, he can walk. It can do stuff. It's not going to pose great. Man, his diaper is particularly bad. That's not a good thing. No real swivel there. The knees are fine. The knees are fine. Alright, and then for the ankles, we have... The pants are not really soft enough to flex, so very limited range. It'll be a bit annoying to pose him because they have the heavy ratchets and he only has a few positions, so that's going to kind of suck to handle. Then the ankle rocker is kind of sucky too on there. The toe hinge is decent, so there's that. Alright, so yeah, his articulation kind of blows. It's going to be good enough for Joker, but you're not doing anything extra with it, so I'll give it like a 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10. It's not particularly good. And now it's time for the final rating. I forgot to give Bane a cake rating. This guy doesn't even really warrant it. He's got a weird cake. He's going to get a -1 out of 10. There's some kind of lump right here like he did. Like he fudged his undies. So, okay. Time for the final rating on this guy. Yeah, it's not a figure for people who aren't into this line or who don't specifically want this. It's not just a cool figure you could impress anybody with. It's not going to impress almost anybody at all. Unless they are new. So... It's good if you wanted to get it. It's good enough. The price is high, but not obscene given the accessories and stuff. It's like reasonably overpriced, if that makes any sense. That's the world we live in right now, guys. It's all right. I'm gonna give it. If this wasn't glossy, I'd say 8 out of 10. I'm gonna say 7 out of 10. The accessories do a lot of heavy lifting here. The face paint job is clean enough. Yeah, I think it's fine if you wanted it. Like, you're not gonna be really thrilled with it, but you're not gonna be pissed off you bought it. I think it's all right. And I'll leave it there. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. And if you haven't subscribed, you should. I have new videos just about every single day and thousands already on the channel. So make sure you come back for all of that. And in the meantime, keep collecting.